All the links to the original post are in the description. Now let's start with the video. Woke up to my boyfriend 29M having sex with me 21F. This happened a few weeks ago and we haven't talked about it. I acted like I barely had a problem with it because I didn't know how to react. I still feel I should say something because it was an awkward, creepy situation, totally out of nowhere. My boyfriend and I live together. We've been dating for a few years. We have a good relationship besides this moment. My boyfriend and I went to a party with lots of dancing. This made me tired and factors into what will happen later. Basically, I guess we were planning to have sex later that night back in our apartment. This is something my boyfriend assumed. I would have, but I was tired and tipsy, and it wasn't something on my mind at the time. We got home and I lay on the sofa and I ended up falling asleep. This is a normal situation, and when this happens, either my boyfriend falls asleep with me or he takes me to our bed. This happens dozens of times without problems, but this night was different for some reason. I ended up waking up on our bed with my boyfriend having sex with me, and I immediately felt scared because it was such a weird, unnatural experience. My boyfriend was in the middle of it, and he didn't want to stop, and he told me to go back to sleep, but it was pretty traumatizing, and I couldn't. I kept telling him to go to sleep, and we will have sex tomorrow, but he would just continue having sex. It was probably like 10 minutes. I actually don't even remember if he finished, but I just remember pretending to go back to sleep and waiting for my boyfriend to do something again. The next day I woke up and it felt weird, but I was nervous to talk about this. It's been a few weeks and I haven't mentioned it, but he hasn't tried this again even when there's situations where he could. We had sex normally, but it's sometimes awkward, but that's only because I remember that one awful experience. Is this something I should mention or just move on? I honestly don't know what to think, but it's something still on my mind. Now few responses from the community. Response 1. It's common to act like you didn't have a problem with your sexual boundaries being violated initially. Him doing this to you is a big issue. You said no in your own way and he didn't respect it. Lack of consent to sexual activities is rape. I'm so sorry. I would end this relationship. He doesn't respect you. Response 2. You were intoxicated after returning from the party and passed out. The next thing you know, your BF is having sex with you without your consent. So yeah, you were violated. You need to break up with your BF and talk to someone about it. What he did to you is not okay. Response 3. You, WTF, no, he was using you as a masturbatory toy. This is 100% non-consensual unless you previously discussed and agreed that he could have sex with you while you were unconscious. He is a creep and an abuser. And that's not even taking into account that he started dating a teenager in his late 20s. He is a predator and you need to run. Response 4. I'm so sorry that happened to you. My dear, what you just described is rape. He raped you. I may be a random internet stranger, but I am begging you to please get yourself somewhere safe away from him. Please get in contact with your most trusted loved one and have them help you break up with him and keep you safe from him. You did nothing wrong. He did. He did one of the most awful things one can do to another. I'm so sorry you're in this place because of him. He is vile. Stay safe. Response 5. My personal experience leads me to tell you to run and do it now. TW Saw. I was seeing a guy for around 3 months and woke up one morning to him having sex with me. I didn't consent, but the fact I wasn't fully conscious, I didn't argue. I just explained how uncomfortable I felt about it. It was gross. He apologized and said it would never happen again, etc., etc. I didn't forgive him, but I was honestly just baffled by the whole situation. Time goes by. I try to break up with him on a few different occasions, but I finally said enough is enough. He asked to come over for a final talk about the relationship. He was drunk and on drugs. Long story and awful details excluded, he ended up violently raping me. I guess because in his head I forgave the first occasion he assaulted me, he gathered I'd let this time go as well and get on with life. The point is, shit like this escalates in the mind of predators. Please be safe and leave now. Don't give him explanation because he doesn't deserve one. He raped you. You did not consent. Thanks for watching and hit the like if you liked the video, and a sub to the channel would be awesome.